Hey Glamours, welcome back to my YouTube channel and my New York City art studio. I'm Giuseppe Bicceri, an international hairstylist, and I'm excited to share with you today's transformation from flat blonde to dimensional blonde. Have you ever encountered clients who complain that their hair lacks shine, personality and drama? They want the extra wow factor, but what happens when you keep adding highlights upon highlights only to end up with dry, flat blonde hair? The problem isn't the blonde itself, but rather the lack of contrast. You see, sometimes it's not about adding more blonde, but about perfecting the dark tones. Today I will show you how to achieve a vibrant dimensional blonde look by focusing on the darks. By the end of this process, you will see a completely transformed look that is full of depth and dimension. Get ready to learn my secret for adding drama and shine to blonde hair without over-processing or damaging it. Let's get started. We begin with prepping the hair. We want it to be evenly damp but not dripping wet. Section the hair and give it a light spritz of water. This ensures optimal moisture, which is the key when working with blonde hair. Why is this important? Well, it prevents visible brush strokes, uneven color deposition and excessive color buildup in certain areas. So take your time to get the hair just right. We are aiming for a consistent damp texture throughout the head. Let's section the hair into 4 parts. Middle part, front, back. And ear to ear. Now we have 4 perfect sections, 2 front, 2 back. This technique ensures symmetry and streamlines the color process. Applying color on blonde hair, start from the back. Why? Hair is more resistant and easier to rinse if anything happens. And it's easier to have the control of it. Saturate both back sections in the roots. And then you will move to the front. When you do the front part, always remember to section the hair on a diagonal. When you section the hair on diagonal in the front, the hairline, it will be much more clean, rather than if you section horizontal, you will see the brush strokes. Once you've finished to apply the color in the roots in all the 4 sections, just double check and make sure that you haven't left any spot without color and all the roots are perfectly and evenly saturated. In this way, once you open perpendicularly all the section, you can see if you have left any spot without color. So it's time to go and check, make sure that the color is perfectly applied. It is finally time to start working on the low lights. So take a section of 1 inch and take a 1 inch thick section of hair. Leave outer 1 inch blonde. And now saturate the hair length and avoid the ends. Keep the ends light blonde. Isolate with some paper to avoid to stain the rest of the hair. You don't need foils in this case because it's not a bleaching process, but it's a pigmentation process, so we're adding color, so we don't need the heat. Separate another section and leave the outside part blonde, and then pick 2 of 1 inch per 1 inch lowlights and again saturate. Help yourself with the spatula to make sure that the color is going to be evenly and perfectly blended, and again keep the ends out of the dark color. Isolate with a tissue and move on the top part. Thick low lights ensure contrast and dimension, okay? So make sure that they are thick, 1 inch per 1 inch. On top, we're gonna do diagonal low lights because it adds dimension and depth and prevents visible strips. Always leave the first inch out because we want to keep the brightness and the light around the face, and then saturate the 2 low lights. And do the same thing on the other frontal section. And now it's time to go to the back. So do a V line and take diagonal section of 1 inch per 1 inch in both sides. So you will have depth. We wanna add depth and contrast with dimension. We don't wanna see the strips light and dark, light and dark. We just wanna see a deep blonde. Go through the hairline now and fade slowly, just little pieces of dark through. Go with your finger and just fade the color through the length without adding too much color. We want a soft contrast. Do the same also in the back, because remember, the hairline is to be all around, not just in the front. The reason why I use paper and not foils is because in this case the hair doesn't need to cook on the foil. So a foil, it will be a little bit too aggressive and absolutely unnecessary for the hair. What an unbelievable result! You can already see that the blonde, it looks completely different even if we haven't touched the light part at all. We all have worked on the darks. Blonde looks vibrant and yet untouched. Remember, focus on dark tones for color correction, balance darks to enhance blonde, minimizes damage, promotes healthy hair, brighter, natural look, low maintenance. Clients will love their new look and keep coming back to you, and you will become an expert colorist. Let me know what you think in your comment. And don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends and with the people in your life that love to do hair as much as you and I do. Thank you for watching, and until the next time. Ciao!